Welcome to a special edition of the CK Podcast. I'm your host, Leo Bias. The Los Angeles Lakers are this year's NBA champions. Gotta give them credit. Let's give them a round of applause, man. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Lakers for winning the 2020 NBA championship in the NBA bubble. Also, huge shout out to the Miami Heat. They played off their hearts. They gave it their all. And unfortunately, because multiple injuries to two of their top three players, they were shorthanded. And even though they were technically playing tonight, we know that they weren't healthy, and it showed. But that doesn't take away anything from the greatness of this year's Lakers. They were great all season long. They were consistent. They were great on the defensive end. LeBron James, what was LeBron James? As I turn to my right, Rachel Nichols is about to probably announce the Finals MVP, which I believe should be LeBron James. Even though some of you guys may think it's Anthony Davis, let me know in the comment section below. Devin says I lost $20 in the series. It's all good, man. Jeannie Buss giving LeBron James a huge hug right now as we speak. Very emotional moment. Also, rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest to ever do it. Love that guy. Love him so much that I'm going to name my first child, if I ever have one, after Kobe. So it'll be Kobe Bias. Rest in peace. And my condolences and my prayers continue to go out to the Bryant family, Vanessa and them girls. Stay strong. This means a lot because you know that this Laker team dedicated this season, this championship to Kobe Bryant, and that's big time. That's big time. AD in tears right now. So it's great, man. I mean, if you're a Laker fan, it's a good time to be a Laker fan. Wow. What a season. I hope next season won't be as turbulent. I get it. A lot of you people will want to discredit the Lakers and LeBron James for this championship. I'm not going to be one of those people. I give him a lot of credit. Rajon Rondo is now a champion with the Celtics and the LA Lakers. Right now they're hosting the championship trophy. And the Lakers are without doubt the most hated team in the NBA. But as I've said earlier, you got to give them credit, man. You got to give them credit. They're at their best when Anthony Davis plays the 5. Tonight, Frank Vogel made the change, inserting my guy, Alex Caruso, in the starting lineup over Dwight Howard, and it paid dividends. Why? Because you add that versatility from the guard position, the guy who can play 1 and 2 and at times a 3 when you go small ball. Alex Caruso just does things that coaches love. Like, he cuts hard. He just plays hard. He brings energy into the game. He passes the ball exceptionally well. He does the little things that don't show up in box scores. That's Alex Caruso. So congratulations to him. Rob Pelinka out there smiling, saying, yeah, I gave up Ingram and Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart and all those picks for Anthony Davis. Okay. I still think the Clippers would have beaten them if they would have faced off in the Western Conference Finals, which is what we should have seen. But they messed up big time. They choked on it 3 games in a row. So Jeannie Buss talking about the heartbreak loss of Kobe Bryant right now. Again, my condolences and my prayers go out to the Bryant family. Alex Caruso holding that NBA championship. Again, man. Huge shout out to them. Let's give them another round of applause. Let's give them another round of applause. And this game really ended in the second quarter where the Lakers just destroyed, and I mean destroyed, the Heat. 36-18. First quarter was 28-20. They threw that knockout punch in the second, and it was hard for the Heat. It was an uphill battle ever since that second quarter at halftime. Down 28 points, second largest deficit in NBA Finals history. 23 points in the third for the Lakers, 22 for the Heat. So it was somewhat competitive. And then in that, we can say garbage time. The Heat outscored them 35-19, and they made this into a 13-point game. The game was never that close. The game was close in the first quarter, but in that second quarter, it was over, man. And it's unfortunate because I was expecting at least a competitive game, a game like Game 5 where it came down to the end, but we didn't see it. We didn't see it, man. But it is what it is. Again, congratulations to them. AD finishes with 35 minutes, 19 points, 15 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Hell of a stat line. LeBron James, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists on 13 of 20. Efficient as always, plus 18. Danny Green, after missing that open shot, responded with 3 3-pointers, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, 11 points. Good game from him. Caldwell Pope out some big buckets, 17 points, 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. Caruso, only 4 points, but again, he does all the little things in 33 minutes of the game, man. Marcus Morris, Kyle Kuzma was MIA again. I don't think he's going to be there next year, to be honest with you. I just don't see it. I don't see how Kyle Kuzma returns to the Lakers. They'll find a trade partner for him. Let's go with Bam Adebayo in 42 minutes. What a warrior, man. Playing injured the whole series. Not 100%, maybe about 75 to 70%. 5 of 9 from the free throw line, missed so many free throws, but he still finished with 25 points. 5 assists, 10 rebounds. Was a monster. Just wasn't enough. LeBron James just got named Finals MVP once again. Again, I told you guys that was going to happen. He deserved it. This Lakers team doesn't go without LeBron James. As great as AD is, LeBron James is just everything to this team. This dude had a triple-double again. Again. Let me repeat the stat line. 28 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. 1 turnover. And that turnover was at the end of the game when it wasn't even, when the game didn't matter anymore. Wow. LeBron James, man. This dude is 17 years in, and he's still so dominant. He's still so dominant. Someone says F LeBron, they effing suck, trying to do anything they could to try to pass MJ. So it's like 4 and 6 in the finals. I need a hug. Go Heat. If you're a LeBron hater, it's all good because at the end of the day, you can't deny his greatness. Even if you're an MJ fan, you just can't deny his greatness. LeBron James has given so much to this game on and off the court, and he continues to do great things. He has a school for Pete's sake. So give the man some respect. And look, I don't like the Lakers, but LeBron James deserves all the respect in the world, man. I mean, this dude is a hooper. He is dominant still to this day, and he had a hell of a series. Mac. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm just being honest. And on this show, we keep it real, bro. He's just a great player. Second best player of all time as of today. I believe he still needs one more to tie or to surpass MJ as the GOAT. But as of today, it's not bad being in that same company as number 2 of all time. So huge shout out to him. Jimmy Butler, 45 minutes, only 12 points, struggled. I think he was just gassed. He gave out so much energy last game and the game before. He had 2 triple doubles in the series. He's a hell of a player, man. He just fell short. Jay Crowder, 12 points. Duncan Robinson, 10 points. Tyler Hero, 7 points. He struggled a lot, 3 of 10 from the floor. He had a lot of an abundance of bunnies that he should have made, that he's made in previous series and previous games, but for whatever reason, he missed them today. Give Anthony Davis a lot of credit for being that defensive presence he's been all season long. Tyler Hero, man, he had a come out party all during the bubble, during the playoffs, and he's going to be a nice player to keep your eye on for sure. Olenek, 15 minutes. He came in, 9 points, pretty much in garbage time, but hey, is what it is. Hill, 5 points, doesn't matter. Jones, Goran Dragic, you thought he'd give him a huge jump, but you could see he was gingerly kind of running out there. 19 minutes, 2 of 8, 5 points. It's tough, man, to insert a guy who has a tear in his plantar. I'm glad he came out and he played, but it shows that he has a big heart. He's tough, but at the same time, it's tough, man. I mean, if you're not 100% like that, and you're a guard, and you really need your feet. I mean, all these players need their feet, but especially him when he's not already athletically gifted, and then you come on with this type of injury, it's tough. And it was tough for Spoels to really try to insert him at the right time. I feel like when he did in that second quarter, it just hurt the team. He wasn't in rhythm, and teammates have to kind of get used to him again, and that kind of messed up the things. Now he wasn't the reason why they went down, but I just felt like it just wasn't the right time. And again, it was difficult because at what time do you actually insert him into the game? So those are all questions that if you look back at the film, which I don't know if they will, there's no point to honestly because they got their asses beat today. But it is what it is, man. Again, just give them credit for being great. Lakers were great today. It sucks to admit, but they were great today, man. So, hey, LeBron just ended a speech, Finals MVP. AD's about to give a speech. His first NBA championship. All it took was for him to go with LeBron James. LeBron. Oh, man. Wow. Hell of a game, man. When you look back at the bubble, what was your biggest takeaway before I end this show? LeBron, if he wins another chip, he's my GOAT. Again, I think if he wins another championship, he's right there. If he doesn't tie MJ as the GOAT, he surpasses him, in my opinion. I didn't expect the Lakers to win the championship this year, I'll be honest, but they pulled it off. They weren't the most talented team from top to bottom, but they pulled it off because they had two of the top players in the game. And that's what happens when a lot of things go right your way. You have a lot to play for. You have an extra motivation with Kobe passing away, and you get the job done. So congratulations again to the LA Lakers. Durham says the NBA is rigged. Hell of a whole sport. Rigged in what way, though? I mean, we can argue that every sport is rigged if you're talking about it from a gambling standpoint. The Lakers covered the spread today at 6 points. I'll be honest, I had the Heat plus 16.5 in the first half. Still got smacked. They lost by 28 in the first half. Had them at 7.5, had them at 10.5, got smacked. I did take him at plus 23 for the game, though. Recuperated something out of that, but still, it just wasn't their night, period. Talking about Kobe Bryant right now and AD's time with him during the USA camp and during that USA tournament where they won gold. Talking about how great of an influence Kobe was, respect to him. Man. Wow. As AD said, all we wanted to do was to do it for him. So it's sad, man, because when I think about Kobe and everything that he meant to me and everything that he meant to the game of basketball, to just the NBA community, just sad to think about, man. I think I've covered pretty much everything. I'll be doing my top 20 NBA players currently in a few days, so stay tuned for that. LeBron James is out here just yelling like, yeah, man. I mean, they're having a good time, for sure. Like like they're having a good time. But this is for Kobe. At the end of the day, I don't like the Lakers, but you got to give them props for getting the job done, and that's really all you can say. So congratulations to them. Make sure you guys drop a like, share, subscribe for all your latest NBA news. You guys can follow us at Basketball Zone Official on Instagram, where we keep you guys up to date on the daily basis. You guys can also subscribe to my personal YouTube channel, which I haven't posted in a long time, but still do it if you haven't already. Subscribe to this podcast on Apple Play, Google Play, all the platforms, Spotify. If you have an iPhone and you have the iTunes app, definitely appreciate a review and a rating on iTunes. Just type in CK Podcast. Should pop up with Leo Biaz. I appreciate all the support. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you guys on the next one.